Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we will explore Apple in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 27th of May, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest insights. You don't want to miss any vital updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Leverage the capabilities of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for anyone among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 20th of May, 2025, our system has ranked Apple as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -3.6. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock experienced a decline of 3.21%. This equates to an average loss of 0.64% per day since it was designated as a sell candidate. This stock is positioned at the upper part of a very wide and declining trend in the short term, which typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $205.33 may initially indicate a slower decline, but it could also serve as the first sign of a trend reversal. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of 12.07% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between -31.09% and -9.82%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of -0.207%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -14.09% and 29% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $171.99 and $258.27. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline, Apple stock price up 2.53% on Tuesday. The Apple stock price gained 2.53% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 27th of May, 2025. The price rose from $195.27 to $200.21. During that trading day, the stock fluctuated 1.68%. With a low of $197.43 and a high of $200.74. The price has fallen in 8 out of the last 10 days and is down by 5.02% over this period. The trading volume decreased on the last day by 22 million shares, with a total of 56 million shares exchanged, amounting to approximately $11.15 billion. It is important to consider that falling volume alongside rising prices can indicate divergence, possibly signaling changes in the upcoming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock was $260.10, while the lowest price was $169.21. Currently, the price is 23.03%, or $59.89, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Berkshire Hathaway's recent investment moves have caught the market's attention, particularly as the firm has increased stakes in several companies while offloading others. This strategy highlights a shift towards high-yield dividend stocks, a trend that may attract investors looking for safer bets amid market volatility. For Apple, the implications of increased scrutiny and investor sentiment could create short-term pressure on its stock price. The ongoing tariff threats under President Trump's administration pose a significant risk to Apple's profit margins. Proposed tariffs of 25% on iPhones made outside the United States could extend beyond mere regulatory concerns, potentially eroding gross margins by as much as 490 basis points. This uncertainty is reflected in softer expectations for Apple's upcoming Worldwide Developers Conference, and the recent drop in iPhone sales raises additional concerns about revenue growth, directly impacting investor sentiment. Furthermore, Texas has enacted a law requiring age verification for app downloads, which may add operational complexities for Apple, impacting its App Store revenues in the long run. Ultimately, while some analysts view current dips as potential buying opportunities, the near-term outlook is marked by volatility. If the tariff situation stabilizes and Apple's margins hold, we may see recovery. However, ongoing scrutiny and regulation could weigh on the stock, emphasizing the delicate balance Apple holds in both investor confidence and market performance. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 21st of May, 2025, it was recorded that Goldman Sachs assigned a buy grade to AAPL along with a hold action. On Monday, the 12th of May, 2025, Morgan Stanley reported an overweight grade for AAPL, accompanied by a hold action. On Monday, the 5th of May, 2025, Citigroup assigned a cautious grade to AAPL with a hold action. On Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, Piper Sandler gave AAPL a neutral grade along with a downgrade action. On the same day, Scotiabank also reported a perform grade for AAPL with a downgrade action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. In terms of return on investment, analysts have rated the stock as strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Apple. During the last trading day, volume decreased even though prices increased. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning sign. It is advisable to monitor the stock closely. Additionally, some negative signals have been issued, which could impact its near-term performance. The Apple stock currently presents sell signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, indicating a more pessimistic outlook. Should there be any upward corrections, resistance is expected around the levels of $203.69 and $201.94. A breakout above any of these levels would generate buy signals. A sell signal was triggered from a pivot top point on Thursday, the 1st of May, 2025, and so far, the stock has declined by 6.15%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Moreover, there is presently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, MACD. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal 18 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 35 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 7 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal 5 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 9 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal 5 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 57 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 52 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Let's discuss support, risk, and stop-loss levels for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $198.85. This level could present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction is anticipated when this support is tested. The stock typically exhibits average price movements throughout the day, and with solid trading volume, the associated risk is regarded as medium. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $3.31, which represents 1.68%. Additionally, in the last week, the stock experienced an average daily volatility of 2.04%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is expected on the 7th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $1.42. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $202.52. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $198.85. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th of May, 2025, Chris Kondo executed an insider sale of 4,486 shares of common stock. On the 23rd of April, 2025, Kevin Parake conducted an insider sale of 4,570 shares of common stock. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parake executed an insider sale of 5,111 shares of restricted stock units. On the same day, Kevin Parake also conducted an insider sale of 5,817 shares of restricted stock units. Additionally, on the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parake executed an insider purchase of 16,458 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 19.551. In total, insiders purchased 1,389,288 shares and sold 1,992,668 shares in these last 100 trades. Our assessment for this stock is unfavorable, and currently, there is no stop loss in place. Is Apple stock a good buy? Currently, Apple exhibits several negative indicators and is situated within a broad and descending trend, leading us to believe that its performance will likely remain weak in the coming days or weeks. Consequently, we maintain a negative assessment of this stock. After evaluating the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis suggests that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 28th of May, we anticipate that Apple will open lower by 75 cents, starting at $199.46. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision upon StockInvest.us. By using the information, you agree and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With best regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.